small communities to see if they could basically control the opinions of these particular Vietnamese villages. In other words, change them from being communists to being, God-fearing capitalists. And what you're starting to get now is that you have a very elaborate network of people, volunteer firemen. You have, town police, village police, state police. People like the FBI, the CIA, ATF, ICE, Customs, Border Patrol, bureaus of criminal investigation, other governmental institutions such as NORAD, Northern Command in Colorado, organizations like FEMA, and all in this sort of veil, this guise of, it's all for the protection of the citizens of America. But instead what it is really making sure everybody is filed, everybody is tagged, they know where everybody is, they know basically who everybody is, and it's a Big Brother sort of situation where instead of really for the security of the people, of the citizens of the United States, what it is that everybody is basically guilty until proven innocent, in that either they're directly, a part of the community, let's just say a volunteer firefighter, or there's somebody who's a radical thinker, somebody who's intelligent, maybe doesn't go to church, or is not interested in organized religion, is an intellectual, and those sorts of people are automatically shunned because these are the people who, if they organize, may pose a threat to the status quo. And because you pose a threat to the status quo, you're posing a threat to the homeland. And this is in the mind of the people who govern us. And it's basically a problem. It's a problem because what ends up happening is that everybody is stuck to the 9-to-5 lifestyle, this greedy, capitalistic 9-to-5 thing, with the veil of these policemen and all these people in the community who are all about the family and all about all these really great things, all this security, saving us from all these terrorists and stuff like that. When in fact that is not the case, because they're just people just like you and I. We're all citizens of the United States, and I think that the idea of having an open mind and sort of progressive thinking, whether it's exoteric or esoteric, is good. bringing up new things into the discussion that where you might reevaluate whole ways of life, living differently, and things that are basically philosophical, rather than sort of a life where people are so poor and people are so stuck to the 9 to 5 sort of, sort of lower sixth, sort of thinking, kind of a, 100 IQ point sort of thinking, where the problem is that because a lot of people are very poor and everybody's stuck in this sort of 9 to 5 realism, that's sort of not only instilled in us, but sort of imposed on us, that we're not able to congregate. Now, if you look at that's a huge thing. That's a huge point, is that we're not able to congregate like we used to. I think in the 60s that you had such a boom after World War II, and where, you could buy a car for a couple $1,000s, and you could make a couple $1,000s in a month, potentially, in the summers, let's just say in a resort town, as like a bellhop or something like that. And you could buy a new car. So it was very, very, very prosperous, sort of, the 50s going into the 60s.